This episode of Unscripted is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a no-jitter energy drink mix that doesn't have that energy drink taste, and it gives me the energy to do YouTube and Twitch. You can get 10% off your order at WGG with code Krooked. There's a link in the description down below. Thanks, Dubby, for sponsoring this episode, and here's Unscripted. Hello, everyone. I'm Krooked, and I do stuff, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, we are playing Super Buster Bros. I haven't done a ton on this game. I played it in the arcade a little bit, and it's a weird game, or at least I think it is. So you're this kid, and you have to kind of like pop bubbles with spears. It's by Capcom, so you know this is like between Mega Man and Mega Man X kind of times, and it's kind of a unique concept because it's like Arkanoid, which I played on the channel previously, and it's kind of like Bubble Bobble at the same time. It's such a weird concept, but honestly, it's a really addicting game. There's been imitations of this game out there. I can't name one off the top of my head right now, but they exist. I promise you, they exist. Oh, I didn't even realize I could do that. Spiffy. So, what is this? Well, you basically see it. It's... I'm this kid, I can walk around, and I can pop bubbles. And there's challenges in levels where... like, so for instance, I can't do anything right here because... Oh no. That was my mistake. So here, I'm stuck inside these two. Oh no. This is a harder level, like the difficulty just ramped up. I'm stuck inside these two boxes. And geez, if I could stop failing. And yeah, so my goal is I have to pop all the bubbles and not suck as I do it, which is a lot easier said than done when it comes to this. You'd think it'd be easy, but it's really not. Graphics, let's talk about that first. It's very, very simple. That being said, simple doesn't always mean bad. Matter of fact, I'd argue that this has some pretty awesome graphics for what it is. Ooh, I have, like, a gun. This makes it easier, doesn't it? So... Y, B, A, they all just shoot. There's no way to shoot sideways. L and R do nothing. I might be stuck, because I don't know if those bubbles can get through there. Oh, that one did. Oh, so did that one. That was close. So yeah, that was like, what, the third level, technically, and that was incredibly difficult. So there's a skill gap for this game, too, which is wild to think about, because you're just like, oh, well, I'm just popping bubbles. How hard could it be? Very, in case you were wondering. But yeah, graphically, the game looks great. There's honestly not much to complain about with the graphics, because it just It's a good-looking game. Sound-wise, it's pretty generic. Sounds kind of like, well, a Capcom game that would be in the arcade. Which, if I remember right, it was originally in arcades. And it's simple in a lot of different ways. Controls, graphics, sound, it's kind of a winner all over, honestly. Because it sounds good, it looks good, and it plays good. That's saying a lot for a game, especially of this style, because it could easily be a not so fun time, but it's not. It's fun. And it's fun in a way that someone wouldn't expect. When you hear Super Buster Bros, you're just like, okay, so it's a Mario clone, right? And then you hear that there's bubbles that you have to pop, and you're like, oh, so it's a Bubble Bobble clone. And it's closer to a Bubble Bobble clone, honestly. But it's so unique and so original. And it's a fun time. I honestly don't know if anyone playing this would ever, like, be upset that they play it. Like, there's a few games out there where I've been like, I'm playing this. This isn't fun. I don't want to do this. Oh. Sad day. Well, now I know what that power-up does. It does have a timer, which, in this situation, I think a timer is kind of necessary. It'd be hard to imagine this without a timer. Just because, what are you going to do without the timer? You're going to have infinite time to, like, do whatever? That's not needed. That being said, it does get a little stressful at points. Oh, I shouldn't have moved there. I've already had to continue twice. So it is stressful at points, but it has a lot of good strategy to it as well. And honestly, this is a fun game that you can play with, like, your kids, if you have them, or just with a friend. Go in, play it, mess around, see how it goes, see who can get further without losing, see who can beat it fastest, see who can get a higher score, because mine's trash. And yeah. Ooh. I didn't expect that to work out the way it did. Yeah, beat it. It's simple, it's fun, has a lot of levels. I would say this would probably take you maybe an hour or two if you're really giving it your all, and it's gonna be a pretty fun time the entire time. Extra props if you're able to, you know, beat levels without getting any of those extra balls out, because I felt like I just found a cheat code for how lucky I just got there. Oh no! There was a dragon coming to eat me! Yeah, so Super Buster Bros. This game's fun. It's a good time, just overall. It is a good time. I think everyone should play it. It's not quite as difficult as Bubble Bobble, I don't think. But I think it's just as fun. And, you know, in some points, could potentially even be more fun than Bubble Bobble. And that says a lot, because I'm a Bubble Bobble person. I like Bubble Bobble. Bub and Bob, they're the homies. So, for a score, I think I'm gonna give Super Buster Bros. That's rough. Because it is good, but I feel there is somewhat of a point where you're gonna be like, I don't know about this. Hey! Ooh, got the dragon. I didn't think I was gonna get that. Wow, okay. I just won and I didn't even have to kill him. I'm gonna give Super Buster Bros. Probably an 8 out of 10. It's a fun time. I don't think anyone would have a bad time playing it. It might get a little frustrating at points, especially if you're like, I need to beat everything without dying. But other than that, it's a fun time, and it's not going to take you a bunch of time to really get super far in it. So, give it a try. You might be pleasantly surprised over it, and, you know, it's a fun time. I like it. So, with that being said, comment down below. Let me know if you've ever seen before or heard of Super Buster Bros. Like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. Hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on an episode of Unscripted. And hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode comes out. And with all that being said, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted. And I will see you on the next episode. Bye!